Hey, I'm Austin Rossaway. This is my final for the strength and conditioning course. This is Kayla Holmes. She is one of my Olympic lifting athletes. Today we're going to go through just what a general session with her would be. What this will consist of. We have a warm-up, be a 2-minute row, some joint rotations, some hip mobility, and then some shoulder mobility stuff. Then we'll go into some plyometrics, just working on power, things like broad jumps and some snatch balances. And then we have some snatch technique work for her to do to help her with her pull, keeping the bar close after hip contact. And then we'll go through a cool down, do some stretches as well. So Kayla's going to start 2 minutes on the rower at an easy pace. All she's going to do is just go. Just nice and easy pace, just to get the blood flowing, just to kind of get everything loose, get everything moving, and get her heart rate up. Just so we can start with some mobility stuff so she's not as stiff when we go into some position work. Hopefully you can hear me. So I like to start with the row just because she works everything, hips, ankles, core, and then her upper body as well. It's great for warming up the pull off the ground, like we will be doing during some Olympic lifts. Okay, so first some joint rotations just to get her shoulders warm and hips as well. So she's going to start by doing some arm rotations with her thumbs pointed up. She's going to go 10 going forward and then 10 going backwards. Nice and controlled to really activate those muscles and get her nice and. After she's done that, she's going to do the same thing, but she's going to go with her thumbs down. She's really thinking about squeezing her shoulder blades together as she goes back, and then as she goes forward as well. Awesome. So after her shoulders, we're gonna start at the ankles. So she's gonna do 10 circles clockwise and then 10 counterclockwise. Just switch sides. These help with getting some synovial fluid to the joints, and as well as warming up the muscles that surround the joints as well. Okay, now she's going to do hips. So hip circles coming out. You can go 5 going out and then 5 going forward. Trying to get that hip as high up and as far back as possible. An additional benefit for these is working on balance of standing on that one foot while moving. Awesome. So after that, we're going to work on a little bit more on her hips. She's got some pretty tight hips going on. So we're going to do a banded distraction. More of a dynamic stretch here. So she's going to put that band at about hip height. She's going to slip her leg in and take a step forward with the banded leg. Go back just a little bit. Yep. She's going to bend over. If she can get her hands to the ground, that's great. And then she's going to drive her leg back and try to straighten it out. So, no. Put your foot back where it was. Take like half a step back. Actually, take a step back. So bend over more here, and then you're driving your hips up, not back. Try and jump, and bend your knee, and then drive up. There you go. Good. So basically what this is doing, the band is pulling her femur, a little bit of distraction on that, pulling it back into place, and then she is also activating her glute and her hamstring by moving back and forth with that rocker motion. So she'll do a few reps on that side, then she'll switch. She'll do like 10. So usually about 10 reps on each side, or I'll give a time frame, either 30 seconds to a minute on each side. Awesome. Then she's going to come out of that. She's going to grab our small band there to do some monster walks. This is going to help activate all of her posterior chain. So put it around your foot, actually like right here. So she's going to do, this way. You're good. She's going to do 5 steps to her left, and then 5 steps to her right. So actually pick your foot up and over, don't slide it. Look straight ahead. Keep your feet pointed perpendicular. So don't flare your toes out. Good. Then she's going to go 5 steps forward, and then 5 steps backwards. Still trying to keep those toes in line with each other. We'll do that. But she's focusing on not sliding her feet. Okay. She's actually picking her up. We want her knees to get up as high as possible. Good. So come out of that. All right, so last thing to get her shoulders warm, we're going to do some banded pull aparts. It's going to activate her chest and her rear delts. So she's going to do 10 pull aparts in the front. And she's going to do 10 overhead. Thinking about really activating her lats as she goes overhead, screwing her armpits forward, getting in a good position just like she would on an overhead squat. Good. Like that. All right, so next we're going to do 3 sets of 3 max distance broad jumps, back to back, and then 3 snatch balances with no dip. Okay, so this is going to help her work on some power through her legs, and then her speed under the bar for her snatch balance. Okay, and for her snatch. So we have a PVC pipe and an empty barbell here. She's going to do her first set with the PVC pipe, and then she's going to go with the empty barbell. Okay, so she's going to jump. She's going to start at this line here, and she's going to do 3 back-to-back broad jumps. So as soon as she lands, she's loading up and going for that next one. Good. Then come back, grab your PVC pipe, the snatch balance, no dip, she's going to put her hands where she normally would overhead squat or snatch with. And then all she's doing is she's just punching under the bar, moving her feet into her squat stance, and then dropping. Good, stand. So this time, don't dip. It's just here to there. Okay. Better. Good, stand, and one more. Awesome. Okay, reset. So bar down. Good. So then she's going to go into her next set after about a minute of rest, just so that she gets fully rested. So Kayla is trying to work with her on her snatch a little bit. She has a tendency to bump the bar with her hips and get it way out in front. So in order to try to correct that, we're going to do a drill that includes a snatch high pull and then a hang snatch, a hang full snatch. Okay, so what that consists of, it will be bar is going to be here. She'll high pull, reset, go to the hang position, and then she will snatch and do a full squat snatch. Okay, so this is technique work, so she'll remain lightweight on this, but over the 5 sets, she will build in weight. Okay, so she's going to get into her starting position, and then high pull, good, go to the hang, and then snatch. Good, stand. Okay. Reset, yep. So she did a good job of keeping that bar close. She's going to grab some weight and then go up from there. All right, so she's added some weight. Still relatively light for her. She's going to get in a good starting position. Good. Awesome. And stand. Cool. So on this next one, just want you to really get in that snatch hole a little bit quicker. You're kind of doing power and then riding it to the bottom. Think about it real quick. Okay. So one more set. Just do that way. Good. Real quick. Much better. Stand. Good. Okay, so Kayla's done all of her sets. So now we're just going to go through a cool down with her, try to get some stretches and some mobility with her, working the areas that she worked today. So first she's going to do a pigeon pose. This is going to stretch her glute, a little bit of her hip flexors as well. She's going to do a minute on each side. So then she's going to go to the wall. She's going to do what we call the couch stretch. Okay, so her foot's going to be on the wall. She's going to try to get her knee as close to the wall as possible. A little bit closer, a little bit closer. There you go. And then she's going to sit up nice and tall. Okay, so this is going to get the front of her hip flexor and her quad a little bit too. If she wants, she can reach up over her head and then lean towards her left. This way. And that's going to get a little bit of her side oblique as well. Do a minute on each side of that as well. All right, come out of that. The next one she's going to do, this one kind of works both the shoulders and the hips. She's going to go into child's pose. Okay, so it'll be a nice stretch for her lats, for her shoulders, pecs a little bit, as well as her hips. She'll go a minute there. All right, so come up, you're gonna do, the next one is gonna be the thread the needle. Okay, so she's gonna send her right arm through, and then she's gonna lean onto it, put her weight onto that shoulder. This is gonna stretch the delts, and then a little bit of her back as well. So she's gonna do a minute there, and then she'll switch. All right, so that would conclude her session with me. So we've done a good warm up some plyometric work, some power work, as well as some snatch technique and strength work, and then a nice cool down so that she's not as sore and has a little bit more mobility going forth and doesn't get super stiff. Thanks.